Hi, welcome to lesson 2 on C++ Primer. I'm going to be getting my code off of my assembler server. It's a Perforce server, so I'll be cross-referencing code from one monitor to the other and showing you some examples. In this lesson, we're going to look more into I/O, that's input-output, and a quick word about comments too and how comments work inside this programming language. So first of all, I'm going to type some code into the integrated development environment, Visual Studio, and then we'll run the example. So let's start. Include IO stream. That's that. Then int main. Put in some curly braces. std cout. Enter two numbers. std endl int v1, creating two integers and assigning them both to 0, and v2 equals 0, 2, and then a semicolon to end the statement. std cout. This time we want cin, and we want to read v1 and v2 onto the input string, and then we want to std cout the product of, that's a string literal, v1 and v2 is v1 times v2. So we're taking the product of two numbers and printing that std endl. And then we need the computer program to pause or hang on the screen. So any variable name will be okay. Assign it to 0 and std cin, put that into B, and then turn 0 to the application to end after that's done. Right, so compile F7. I'll just move this up a bit. I don't know why it's taking so long, but it seems to be doing its thing, so we'll just leave it. There's some mistakes in this code. v1's assigned to 0. I know why it is. Sorry, it's going a bit slow. Just need another one of those operators there. Should work this time. I think because the video is recording so much information for this video, that's why the integrated development environment is moving slowly. but it's compiled. You see it says 1 succeeded there. So now we can run the application. I know the shortcuts, but up here it tells you F5 for debugging and F7 for build. So I just use the keyboard F7. I've already pressed that F5 to run the program. We're going to use two numbers here. First of all, I think I'll explain what it does. Probably by running it, to be fair. But it seems to be running very slowly, this. So enter two numbers. We'll start with a 6. And I did actually just press that, but it's been slow. 6 and 7. Try that again. 7 here. Yeah. The product of 6 and 7 is 42. 42, the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. So the program starts by printing enter two numbers. And then you saw the user screen waiting for input from the user. That's me. In this case, I entered 6 and 7, followed by a new line after each number. And then the program produced the output that you can see there. The product of 6 and 7 is 42. The first line up here, hash include IOStream, tells the compiler that we want to use the IOStream library. The name inside the angle brackets IOStream refers to a header. Every program that uses a library facility must include its associated header. The include directive must be written on a single line. The first statement in the body of main executes an expression. In C++, an expression yields a result and is composed of one or more operands and usually an operator. It's the same thing as before, with Hello World, except where this time we're printing enter two numbers on that line. Next we have this line here, which is two integer variables which can have any integer assigned to them. The integers we do take are assigned. The integers to be assigned are taken from the OStream object and typed in by the user. We start by defining two variables named v1 and v2. You can see that here. That's v2 and v1 there. And we define them as type int. And they're also initialized to 0, which is this. The equals in C++ is the assignment operator, and what it does is it takes whatever's on the right and shoves it in whatever on the left. Whatever's on the left. So if there's a box, let's say it's a box called v1, we're shoving the number 0 into the box v1. And we're going to go into memory a lot deeper throughout this class in a number of lessons' time, and you'll be able to see what's going on there. The next line is this one here. this is where it actually reads the input. And then this line here is where we where we print the result. Sorry. This line prints each of its operands to the standard output. Some operands here are string literals, like the sum of, or the product of, however you want to write your program. And others are int values like v1, v2, there, and then this is an integer value. The expression v1 times v2 gets evaluated before it's printed to the screen, or before it goes into the OStream object. The library, C++ standard library, defines versions of input and output operators that handle operands of each of these different types. So you can see there's only two different types here. We've got v1 and v2, which are integers, and then we've got these string literals here. And the OStream object, this stdcout, handles integers and string literals all in one line. These operators here are overloaded, and just the logic under the hood can handle all that sort of thing. So now we're going to move on to a different example. I'm just going to pull up the code for that. Just wait a second. So this operator and this operator here can be combined into a sequence of line requests or outputs on a single statement, which you saw here. We did lots of them all in one go. We combined multiple ones in one line here. However, you can have each input or output done separately in separate statements as follows. I'll show how that's done. So, in fact, we'll save int main, return 0, and int b and all that sort of thing. And we'll just type some new code in here, something that does something slightly different. Cout and two numbers, std and l, int v1 equals 0 and v2 equals 0. Std cout, enter your first number. Whoops, put colon like that. Then std cin v1, std cout, enter your second number. Std cin, whoops, I forgot this here. Right, v2. So actually we could compile this just to show what will happen. that should be an equals, and then the red squigglies will disappear. That's just IntelliSense reporting that it doesn't compile, but it should do now. Just takes a while to update because the video is using most of the power. Let's just try it. F7. Undeclared identifier. Oh, there's only one call on there, so let's just go back. Okay, I am typing these in, but it's just taking a while to update. The computer's running really badly at the moment, and there shouldn't be a space there, so just wait a sec. Right. So this should succeed. So now it's not going to do anything in terms of reporting numbers, but enter your first number at 6, 7, and then it does nothing and waits for you to put another number in and then returns 0 and exits. So let's do something with this. Whoops. std cout. Very boring. The first number you entered was, like you don't already know, we're going to put that, and then std endl std cout. The second number you entered was like that. V2. I'm just gonna get rid of this call here. Right, and so this time we'll just put 6 new line, 7 new line. The first number you entered was 6, the second number you entered was 7. I know it's very boring, but all I wanted to demonstrate is that each time one of these operators is used, apart from the first statement, we're only using. Well, I'm just showing how you can split it all up on separate lines and only use one of these operators per line, and how they all join together into the same program. Next, I'm just going to pull up some more code here. 1.6. Oh, I think this is supposed to be from the book. So, right. Right. I'm going to type some code in, and we're going to discuss why it's illegal for the compiler and then I'll fix it for you. So std cout the sum of v1 like that, and then this keyboard's a nightmare. Like this, and v2, right? And we're going to start the line with this operator again. Is v1 so that's what the code looks like. But as you can see, IntelliSense has got the red squigglies under certain areas of the code, saying that it basically doesn't compile, and I'll fix that by. But with this, we're able to concatenate all this stuff here. So when I take that out, well, first of all, actually, we need two numbers. Int v1 equals 0 and v2 also equals 0. We could do with taking some input for that as well. std cin right v1 right v2 like that. And just to show you again, whoops, this keyboard's a nightmare. Starting the line like that, whoops. Left, and you see you get the red squiggly there, but as soon as you type in std cout like that, it disappears, and we're going to do that on this line too. So now this code will compile, and we'll just use v1 is 0. What does it say? Syntax error, missing colon. v1 and v2 we need one of them. We're going to add 2 to 2. So because I didn't type in, I didn't tell it to print out a message saying type in two numbers. We're just going to say 2 and 2 like that, and then the sum of 2 and 2 is 4. So you can see it works. So and next of all, we're going to look at some more code. 1.7. This code here. I'm just pulling it up on my other display. We're 24 minutes into the video now, so this is the last little bit that I'm going to show. And it's to do with comments, and hopefully I'll be able to sort my keyboard out before the next video. It might just be a battery's low or something like that. We're going to delete all that, because this time we just want to know we don't even need this here. Okay, I'm gonna give you some more examples of messed up comments that don't compile, but basically, oh, we're 25 minutes into the video, but now I want to show you about comments and why they're useful. There are two types of comments in C++. There's a single line and the paired. Single line begins with two forward slashes, so like this. You can see it turns green, and ends with a new line. Everything to the right of the slashes on the current line is ignored by the compiler, so you can just start typing stuff in there, and it's ignored. And paired comments use two delimiters, so that's this one here, and you can see it's already paired me up like that. So I can type things in between here, and it does that. Comment pairs can span multiple lines of a program, which you can see. I want to show the comments from an example. Okay, let's just whoops, keyboard's going crazy. We'll start from the beginning here. We'll do this, and we've got a pair there, and then we'll type in start comment pairs. Cannot nest star cannot nest is considered source code. Star as is the rest of the program. So we'll start taking stuff out here. Comment pairs cannot nest. So these are comment pairs. Whoops, sorry, the keyboard is going crazy. These are keyboard pairs. They cannot nest. So remove that and you get that. Cannot nest is considered source code, as is the rest of the program. I should be able to delete these stars like this. In fact, just Control Z back to that, and let's see if it compiles. Which it does, so that's okay. But generally you don't need the stars, so you could delete them out. Like that. And let's see. You can see how comments are colored differently. They're green inside Visual Studio. And lastly, well, comments are used for showing other programmers or even yourself how you built the code and the reasons why you did something. but also they used to comment out blocks of code during debugging. So you might be writing some code and find that you want to see how the program functions without a given line of code. So you can just type 2 / like that to comment it out, and that's really useful. Let's just I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to try to disconnect the keyboard and then pull it back up. 29 minutes into a video. I should have paused it ages ago and done this. Right, it's still working. Let's see if it responds better. So let's type in some code. std cout. That's actually legal. Oh, it would be if I did hash include IO string like that. That squiggly disappeared and it compiles. This time we'll do another example of a legal, something that's legal. This time the other way around, like that. That's also legal. That compiles. Now let's do something a bit sort of crazy compared to what we've done so far. std cout. And see, because we've included the comment pairs, this one and this one inside the statement because it's ended with a colon there, it doesn't compile, so that's illegal. But if you delete that, you can do that. That's legal. That'll compile. Again, notice if I want to comment out, just put 2 slashes at the start. And last of all, std cout. We'll put that there. Are you interested to know what would happen if I removed this part here and we just had the comment pairs on their own inside the statement? See, it doesn't compile, does it? But that's a syntax error. Go back here, bring bring that stuff back up. Control Z should have done it, but the keyboard's not working very well, so undo, 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 and we'll get rid of these two. Get rid of the comment pairs like that. We still want the colon. And we'll put two of these in. And actually, let's bring that back. And go int x equals 0. std cin right x. Let's just see what it looks like when we print that. Just kind of jamming here, and that's what you get. There's no end lines, so they're all appear on one line. Anyway, that's about it for the video, guys. Sorry about the problems with the keyboard. I think I might need to put some new batteries in or something, because the mouse seems to be doing a good job, but the keyboard's not working very well. See you in the next video.